guys, it's me, Stormy, and tonight we're going to finish up the Moon Through the Houses series by covering the moon in the 12th house. So the moon in the 12th house gets its emotional security through emotional attachments and sensitivities to all things that kind of walk between the worlds, things that are ethereal, things that are eternal, things that really sometimes are not very tangible. You know what I mean? And I think in this placement, one of the things I see most strongly is that this placement can have a delayed reaction to their own emotions, right? They need some solitude to figure out what just happened and how they feel about it. It's really interesting, but it usually happens in a quiet solitude kind of way, okay? And while this is a very perceptive person, typically, they can be so flooded with emotions all at once that it's hard for them to define and catch on to the one that is really the one that's sticking, okay? Which can sometimes make people with a moon in the 12th house seem, and seem is a matter of perception. They may seem out of touch with what's really going on based on what they're feeling. And so prime example I have of this, because I always think it was so useful, dealing with a friend of mine who has the moon in the 12th house. We had a situation go down and I said, well, are you mad about it? And she's like, no, I don't think so. 3 days later, she's like, I am PO'd, right? We're in the situation at that time. It was absolutely appropriate to be upset. But for her, so much happened. She went through being sad, being overwhelmed, being angry, that it took her some time in solitude to go, oh my gosh, I'm not good about that. Like, I'm not okay here. Now, one of the other very negative expressions of this placement that I think you always have to just be mindful of is that can be avoiding your responsibility, right? Not being assertive, not stepping up for what's right for you, not speaking to that. Step into a place of hypersensitivity, which is a good place for you to go. It's a natural place to go because you know you can back yourself off from other people, right? And it keeps you from participating. But what that also will do is it will stump and stifle your emotional maturity. So you have to be mindful when you have the moon in this placement of walking between those worlds, but also sharing what you're feeling, sharing what's true for you, and not withdrawing all the time. The solitude is beautiful because it's different than loneliness, but you've got to learn to navigate within the world as well and speak up for yourself. But beautiful, beautiful placement. Like, it's just sometimes I feel like with the moon in the 12th house, it can feel like you're coming home to a person because it's very accepting. So, all right, guys, like this video, comment, share, subscribe if you've got the moon in the 12th house. Leave me some details about your placements in the description box down below. I'd love to see how you're rocking through this planet we call Earth. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.